everyone, today I'm going to be spending a few minutes talking about how you can increase your chances of doing well at your medical school interview. So before I talk about anything else, I'm going to start off with the very important point of being yourself. That goes and that transcends across a number of different things, not just the interview, but in life in general. I think it's really important that you show people who you really are. One of the main purposes of the medical school interview, and many interviews, is for the person who's interviewing you or the people who's interviewing you, is to see who you really are. And the interview is a great opportunity for you to show whoever's interviewing you how great you are. The second thing I want to mention is how important it is to be confident and to essentially sell yourself. Now, I'm not talking about arrogance. Okay, I know there's a very, very fine line between confidence and arrogance, but I think it's also important to exude confidence. This is really important in life, as I said in my previous point, in general, and especially as a doctor. My patients aren't going to have any confidence in me if I don't have confidence in myself. So you've obviously done very well to get here, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be confident. So the next point is really about staying calm. Now, I know you're going to be very nervous. I too was nervous when I had my medical school interview, but I think it's really important that you demonstrate that you can be calm in a very stressful situation, because as a doctor, you are going to be put in stressful situations and pressured situations, and it's really important that you stay calm. I think when you panic, obviously it's difficult to think, and there is nothing wrong, honestly, with asking the interviewer or interviewers for a couple of seconds or minutes to just gather your thoughts. It will be more impressive if you do that than if you start rambling and diving in and everyone can sense and hear how panic-stricken you are. So my next point is about choosing your words carefully, which is very easy to do if you are calm and confident. My first sub-point in this is really to try and avoid using little fillers, sentence fillers like and like. I hear a lot of young people use the word like. Please try to avoid using these words. I know it's difficult, I do it. I think that when you're nervous, you do it more. But the only way you're going to stop doing this or reduce the amount of sentence fillers you use is by practicing, which will lead me on to my next point. Also, in terms of choosing your words carefully, it's really about being professional. Okay, so the way that I will speak to my colleagues at work is obviously going to be different to how I speak to my family or when I'm in an interview. So when you go to answer a question, take a deep breath, try and order it in your head about what you want to say, make your point, okay? Keep it very concise, then elaborate, provide some evidence to back it up. So it's like when you're writing an essay, for example, you'll make your point, you'll provide the evidence, and you'll give your explanation. So one good example is communicating, saying that you're a very good communicator, which you may be demonstrating in your interview, but you need to then provide an example of where you're a good communicator. And remember, communication is not only verbal, it's written as well. So just to conclude, like I mentioned before, practice is really, really important. You're only going to be calm and have that confidence and be able to choose your words carefully if you practice. Now, please don't confuse this with rehearsing answers. Yes, you can have a few rehearsed phrases or examples in the back of your mind, but I don't want you to sound like a robot. So please make sure that you practice, but please don't become very rigid. What I would recommend is practicing with different people. Yes, you can practice with your friends, but please practice with your parents, your guardians, your teachers, people that will maybe make you a bit uncomfortable. It's important to be uncomfortable before your interview. So when you meet people you've not met before, yes, you'll feel uncomfortable, but you won't feel uncomfortable to the degree that you would have felt if you hadn't practiced and made yourself uncomfortable prior to the interview. And you might get frustrated, but you will get better and you will improve. And by using the tips that I've mentioned in the video, hopefully, and I'm sure you will, do really well at your medical school interview. And congratulations on being invited for an interview. And I wish you all the best. Before I do finally leave you, I just want to mention that on our website we have a blog detailing some more tips about interviews, and we also have courses, so make sure you subscribe on our website. And there is a video actually that we have on our channel from a previous interview course that we had from professionals who give tips about how to do well in interviews, so make sure you check it out.